What's up, guys? It's Frank. Here we've got another user-submitted replay from Thanks. So I'm going to try really hard not to be the pun master here. But yeah, Thanks versus Hong Kong. The game length of this replay is pretty long, so I think we're going to see some really cool macro in this game. So far, we just see the scout of Thanks coming around, being annoying to the Bobs. Same with Hong Kong, coming down here and try and pick off a Bob. I don't know that a single scout. There we go. Yeah, we see the heal hugs going down for the Bobs that can just heal forever while they're getting harassed. Now, I guess a scout does kind of use up like 2 Bobs worth of mining during the harassment. We do see a second scout pop out for Hong Kong here to chase away Thanks' scout, who does fire off the pupper sense just to see if there's anything going on at that health camp, but there isn't. And oh wow, two scouts over in the main of Thanks. Now this could be an actual problem. So that's basically denying all the Ethereum mining that that Thanks has going on. And a third, oh no. So this, if I didn't know how long the replay lasted for, I would say that this is Thanks in a spot of trouble. Okay, we do see one of the scouts of Hong Kong getting really low. Okay, so it's 3v3 dogs. We got a fourth coming in here pretty soon. But the scouts of Thanks have the advantage of being really close to home, having those Bobs nearby that can help repair. And it looks like it's going to be dog versus dog. Let's see. Do we have... Okay, we do have something... Yep, it's a hog. So it's going to be hog-dog composition out of Hong Kong to begin with. And... yeah, we see a mech base, so it's probably going to be hog-dog out of Thanks as well. We do see a 5th scout here. By the way, we're on patch 0.1.3, so scouts having that additional... they do bonus damage against creeps now, which is nice. They do... well... functionally, they're doing double damage against creeps, which is really nice. Kind of makes them useful beyond the super early game. Hedgehogs are going to come forward, and well, one hedgehog is going to come forward, and oh, are they going to be able to kill off one? Okay, so a scout for a scout, not that bad. But yeah, Hong Kong is still going to be chipping away over at the slime here. Finally gets the health camp. Thanks, unable to deny it. Just doesn't have the scout or the hedgehog numbers to contest it really. So Thanks is going to go back home. And yeah, Thanks' first hedgehog pops, and I think he's going to go for his own health camp here pretty soon. There we go. We see 2 scouts coming over to help out, and now these scouts from the low ground are going to come forward. Oh no. Taking so many unnecessary hits. No, save that scout. No, it goes down. Thanks is trying to cycle out the low health scouts here. See a couple of the twerking scouts trying to avoid trying to path into those slimes, but they do finally get Thanks does finally get the health camp, and is just going to chill inside of the health camp for a little bit. Now fighting from within the health camp I think is one of the strongest things you can do. But it looks like Hong Kong is going to capture it for himself. Promotes a couple of those 2 hedgehogs that are on the invading force here. And we see 4 Bobs that are power building a sentry post. My money's on it being a repair-o-matic, so that way Thanks can just sit there and fight forever while getting healed. Oh, we see another scout for Thanks go down. But as long as he keeps his army next to that sentry post, I think he should be all right. Get that scout. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay, so now Hong Kong is just chilling inside of the health camp, saying, "Come and face me if you want to. I know you don't have the you don't have any regen to speak of." And meanwhile, Hong Kong's got the global passive of +1 regen per second, because each camp gives half a health regen per second. So since he's got both of them, he's got good passive health regen. But wow, even the repair-o-matic not able to keep that one scout alive that was being focus fired. Quick promote goes down on the hedgehog, and Big Daddy Vulcan is out and says, "Get out of my front yard, you darn kids with your memes and your flossing." Meanwhile, Hong Kong is going to stick pretty close by on the low ground, making good use of that health camp, being able to leverage the fact that the health camp will still heal you even if you're on the low ground, and even though the indicator doesn't show up on the low ground. Sends one scout to recapture that health camp. Oh man, but HongKong gets the bounty for this for the vision camp and gets the vision as well. That'll be really helpful to know kind of when Thanks moves out, if Thanks decides to move out anytime soon. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Thanks knows that they're behind in terms of army. But meanwhile, back at home, okay, we do have Central Command, a couple of mech bays just cranking out more hedgehogs. Oh, the PK Lounge is going down. We see the Machine Lab up as well. I don't think that the okay. No, the transonic rockets are finished for the hedgehogs, which means that they can fire a little bit further. I wonder if that's the case for no, transonic rockets are not finished for HongKong, who has a Vulcan of his own. But let's see here. What is Thanks gonna go for? I guess we'll find out in a moment. Do we have... No, neither player's has started their expansion yet. So they're both on one base. And I wonder... Oh, it looks like they're both going after the Luminite mines, or the Luminite camps separately. And it's kind of well known. Yeah, here's the... Like, if you stay parallel with this skull, that's what I've been noticing people do, is like if they stay kind of around this range of the skull laterally behind the Luminite camp, they can kite, and the bruiser and the other creeps will just keep on bouncing back and forth while yeah, you can just keep on doing damage to them without taking any damage yourself. See a little hit squad of these six hedgehogs coming over to take the siege camp, and I think they're going to do the exact same thing. Yeah, staying in line with this skull doodad over here seems to be the ticket. Yep, they're just going to keep on bursting it down without any real consequences. And there it goes. That was a lot of experience too for some of those hedgehogs. Kind of funny watching the Skull Squisher corpse get ragdolled around like that. I didn't realize that corpses would ragdoll. It's another cool little... I keep noticing something new like every game that I play. Anyway, it looks like the command post for Thanks is finally online, and he's got 4 workers already on the natural expansion here. I see 4 workers as well for HongKong, but this this diagonal placement of the command post is gonna hurt him a little bit in terms of mining efficiency. Okay, but we've got those 5 scouts and 2 hedgehogs coming on forward. Oh, and V5 rocket launchers, which is the reward for the siege camp, coming forward and doing all kinds of damage. Oh, and it looks like it's sieging up the mining bobs as well. I think they need to get pulled back. It's nice that they can top up on health a little bit when they go back in range of this health camp. But the health camp resets, so now they're not getting anything. Oh no, this Atlas is going to start taking shots. I think that... Okay, so we do see a Bob go down. Oh, amazing connection from that Atlas, but it does get focused down by all the low ground hedgehogs. The Atlas number is just way too big for HongKong, and I think Thanks is in a spot of trouble here. Doesn't have as many hedgehogs, doesn't have as many Vulcans, does have a medtech out for that friendly nanoswarm, but I don't know if it's done yet. We do see a repair-matic over here kind of helping to top up the command post with HP. I think those bobs need to get in range of the repair-matic as well. Oh, that V5 rocket launcher is so low on health. It's one Atlas shot away from being done. I wonder how HongKong is getting high ground vision to actually attack up here. Okay, so we did see the Vulcan kind of initiate combat there, and that's how the V5 got vision. Oh, the Medtech's nanoswarm goes down on the V5. I've never seen a nanoswarm used on the siege camp like that, but it's a good way to keep it alive, because it's certainly doing work. But beautiful connections from the Atlas shot so far. All right, Vulcans and everything else is just trying to jump on top of that V5 rocket launcher with its huge AoE. 2 Atlases, though, getting dream shots on this on the army of Hong Kong. V5 rocket launcher continues to pelt down. It's trying to pelt down this Vulcan, which has Nanoswarm on it, but isn't going to be able to focus it down. The V5 finally does go down, and I think Hong Kong just has to go home, even with the Nanoswarm from his own medtech. I think it's out of energy, and yeah, he suffered enough casualties and took enough damage that it's just not worth pursuing anymore. Finally, Thanks is able to take his own Vision Camp. Shadow Demons aren't going to be able to do too much against this, well, basically it's an all-mech army. We do have 1 Lancer out right now, but I don't know what it's going to do. Being able to, oh, and I guess Hong Kong took this passive Luminite camp behind all that too, which was pretty smart. I like that. I like when people split their armies to go take camps during a fight, especially ones that are so important like Luminite and Therium. Just getting that eco boost without having to build a command post is really helpful. So these Vulcans are just simply too big to get through this light forestation. I think what would have worked a little bit better is if one Vulcan would have charged forward and the other one walked forward, and then that one charged forward as well, instead of having to ferry all this stuff around. Does use the evac to great effect though, and yeah, he's going to move on by to take his opponent's Luminite camp. Another thing that I wish kind of happened is if there was some kind of counterplay with recapturing a siege tower. So like the first person to get the siege tower, great. You know, you get the V5 rocket launcher, but there's not really any incentive for the person that didn't get it to go retake it. Now, if there was like a smaller, I don't know, smaller merc or something that you could get by taking that siege camp, that'd be really cool. But yeah, as it stands right now, it's just not like you don't get anything for it at all. Vulcan's successfully cutting down this this bruiser, and now, yeah, that passive Luminite camp is for the taking. You have to go back and take it though. You have to go back and take the passive Luminite camp. Oh no, misses it, but taking a third behind all that, which is good to see. We also see a scrapyard going down for Hong Kong next to all this enriched Therium, which is going to get mined really quickly. 6 workers on that enriched Therium is going to be really nice. Meanwhile, back here, what do we have for tech? All right, so we see the machine labs already out, and we see a hangar bay building a Hornet. We also see a couple of Atlas, what is that, 1 Atlas and a couple of Hedgehogs coming out as well. We don't see full saturation on this Luminite mine, which is interesting, but this, I think this Hedgehog is here just to kind of prevent any drops that might come by. 1 sieged up Hedgehog. Now, sieged up Hedgehogs are incredible anti-air units, but I don't know if it's enough to be scary for an evac drop. Okay, so he's going to get really close to that passive Luminite. He's got to remember to get like right in line with this skull if he wants to kite it. Decides not to, just using the promote ability on the Lancer that's tanking all the damage. But that promoted Lancer takes so much friendly fire from the Atlases that it just dies off. And that top bar energy is a pretty precious resource. There's no real way of speeding. Like, there's one upgrade you can get at the scrapyard that I call the Oreo upgrade. It's like orbital regeneration energy something. Anyway, that helps you get that top bar energy a little bit faster, but there's nothing really in game that you can do to accumulate it quicker. The same way that you can get like the same way that Infernals can get Animus, or that Celestials can build power banks for more top bar energy. Oh, 4 Atlases just burst down that sentry post. Yeah, and they're just like absolutely mincing these Bobs that need to. All right, one Bob does get inside of the Repair-matic, which is good. And this Repair-matic is like, both of these Repair-matics are going to try and heal that command post faster than it can go down. Hornet on Hornet violence going on. We do see a stasis drone go down on one of the Hornets, but is it going to be enough? We don't see enough that's like capable of shooting up yet. Medtech's doing what they can to take care of that stasis drone, but these 4 Atlases are just being such a nuisance. Do see a bunch of Hedgehogs coming forward, not sieging up yet against these Hornets, which do have the offensive Nanoswarm on them. offensive Nano Swarm doing damage over time in AoE as well. We do see some Hedgehogs finally sieged up, doing what they can to take out these Hornets. One does go down. Another Hornet almost getting taken care of. Oh, but they need to stay on top of that health camp. They can't let the opponent capture that health camp. There we go. Okay, so finally we're going to see these Hedgehogs coming on forward. Hedgehogs do bonus damage against heavy, so make sure that you focus fire them on your Vulcans or on the Atlases. Is kind of the preferred target. And for Atlases, because they do bonus against light, having them focus against Hedgehogs are really big clumps since they do AoE damage in a line is the ideal target for them. We do see one siege that, man, this is not looking good for Thanks. It's just his entire army is just so far back behind these trees and not getting engaged. We do see a bunch of the sieged up Hedgehogs trying to take out as much of the aggression air, but all those sieged up Hedgehogs get taken care of. All the Bobs get wiped out. So now it's just wait, why is this Repair-O-Matic helping heal? That Repair-O-Matic should be helping heal that command post. It needs to be doing something. Yeah, I don't know how you break this position of these of the opposing Atlases that are just trying to focus down so much, and they're doing so much damage. There's 4 of them, and I think there's still 1, 2. Well, there's 1 less. Oh, these 2 Vulcans that both with high veterancy. Oh no, loses 1. Is he going to lose the other? He's got the offensive Nano Swarm on him. Is this all the army of Thanks? That's a rough spot to be in. We do see the damage over time upgrade finished for Thanks here, and it is going to do good damage. But yeah, I guess Hong Kong wants to go back, maybe reorganize like what units go in front, what units go in back. Also taking the vision camp and just getting the bounties here to deny the creeping for Thanks is a pretty good way to make sure that the resourcing is a little bit more difficult for his opponent. I say that, but behind all this, Thanks got a 4th over here and a 5th base up to the north. I think getting that vision camp, yeah, it definitely reveals that there's a base up here, but I think, okay, yeah, Hong Kong's going to go for this easy pick-off on this expansion. 1 lonely sentry post is not going to be enough. There's nothing inside of that evac. Oh, beautiful shots on those Hedgehogs, though, from these 2 Atlases. Atlas drops. Atlas drops going to have to do a lot more than that. Okay, the command post does go down. And I think, yeah, these Bobs, they can run, but they're just going to die tired. We do see some sky mines coming out as well. That's pretty interesting. Amazing shots from the Atlases of Thanks going down to those Hedgehogs, but Thanks being down by 50 supply, 60 supply. I don't know how you come back against this. Like, yeah, like defense is nice, and putting Atlases on the high ground is nice, but I guess hoping that the eco kicks in. And what is going on with that evac? Incredible range from those Hedgehogs. Oh, sieging up Hedgehogs and microing Hedgehogs with evacs is a pretty interesting use too. Sieged up Hedgehogs do take care of those sky mines. Again, amazing connections from the Atlases of Thanks going down on the Hedgehogs there. Okay, so the supplies are getting closer, but still being down 30 supply is not great. I wonder if the eco, in the hopes that the eco catches him back up. Oh no, Thanks taking huge shots there. Also throws down a bunch of sky mines, but these Hornets being able to harass the Atlases is going to be super nice. But with those sieged up Hedgehogs, it looks like it's not going to happen. I'm loving the unit composition for both armies here. It's just so varied, and making good use of the Hedgehog siege up as well is very nice to see. Like, just looking at all the abilities that are being put on display here, the Nano Swarm, the Sky Mines, like, just it seems like all the tools in the Vanguard toolbox are being put to use here. We even saw a Sentinel earlier. I don't know if we're going to see another one this game, but yeah. Seeing how, oh no, it looks like Hong Kong is going to come around to the north. And yeah, it's thanks it's on the back foot, low in supply, and now in a terrible position. Oh, these Hornets might find really good connections. There's one, there's two Atlases that go down for the. Oh, and Skymine's taking care of so many of those Hornets. I don't think that. Okay, so we do see that the sieged up Hedgehogs are here at the ramp, and so many Bobs are going to try to power repair this this Repair-O-Matic, which is doing its best to heal up the solar habitat, but. What's going to happen? Oh, okay, beautiful shots on the encroaching Atlases. They get picked up, but they're quite injured. And, okay, now the Atlases are cleaned up. We do see friendly Atlases trying to, oh no, but this one on the low ground is doing quite a bit of work. Oh no, and the evac that had the Atlas inside of it gets taken out. The medtech from Thanks is caught out by itself, and now it looks like the army is just a couple of Atlases that are getting power healed by so many Bobs and the Repair-O-Matic. Something needs to be done about those Hornets. But I don't know if there's anything that can be done about those Hornets. Oh, the Tier 3 veteran Atlas getting taken out is a pretty rough spot. It looks like this. I think if Hong Kong unseats these Hedgehogs, taking out that last Atlas wouldn't be as big of a deal. Oh no, he's attacking his own solar habitat. What are you doing? Stop! He's on your side. No, I get it though. Oh, it throws down a shield on that Hornet at the very last second. Do see a Skymine connection, but it's not going to be enough. Veterancy goes down these encroaching Hornets. All right, so we do see another Hornet reinforcement come forward, and finally, after coming down with such a huge army, leaves with 3 Hornets and 2 evacs. I don't see anything inside of them though. And that one lonely Atlas. I think this command post stayed alive the entire time, but I don't know how many Bobs were lost during that siege. That was like a 10-minute long siege of the natural here. All these trees are gone. It does look like Hong Kong is gonna maintain sight, maintain that vision camp though. Oh, is this Hedgehog gonna see the? No, the Hedgehogs are on the low ground. They don't scout out this this mining base. They are gonna come over here and see the third though, and I think they're gonna try and harass it. Oh no, put one Bob inside of there. Harassing Bobs gets much more difficult with Repair-O-Matic on standby, just because it can heal them up so quickly. All right, Hedgehog's going to turn around and try and take some shots on the scout there, but it's not going to do a whole lot, just because they don't do bonus damage against light. Okay, so it looks like the rebuilding army for Hong Kong is going to be Hog Dog again. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Hog Hornet. And a couple of evacs, but the evacs are empty. I don't see anything inside of them. Yeah, another Hog, another Medtech. The Medtech Nanoswarm is so good. Okay, so the Hornets do spot out the Atlas there, and are they going to be able to take it out in time? Yes, they are. Beautiful catch. Okay, more Hornets is better than less Hornets, and I think if Hong Kong is going to drip feed them into the into his opponent there, his opponent's going to suffer. Some sieged up Hedgehog's going to try and take out the Hornets that are trying to come in and steal camps, and they're going to do a great job of it too. I didn't see who got the last hit on that one. It was probably Hong Kong. But Hong Kong's Atlas getting surrounded by scouts here. Great usage of the scouts that are within the minimum range and of the Atlas that isn't going to be able to defend them unless it unsieges, which it doesn't. Oh no, get that Hedgehog. And actually, I think surrounding the Vulcan with the dogs wouldn't have been the worst idea. Oh no, get the health cabbage. If nothing else, getting the cabbage to deny the enemy would have been nice. These scouts do find this this third base of Hong Kong, which is going to be pretty valuable since Hong Kong's main has been mined out and his only other mining base is the natural. Meanwhile, Thanks over here on 1, 2, 3 mining bases to Hong Kong's 2 does have an eco boost, an eco advantage, and now the supply gap is closed quite a bit. Thanks only down by 1 supply, but Hong Kong on the other hand floating 900. There we go. Was floating 900 Luminite. Needs to spend his money. What's he gonna spend it on though? Yeah, it looks like a bunch of Hedgehogs, some more Atlases, another Hornet. Nothing coming out of the barracks just yet. We do see. All right, still no upgrade for the Atlas, but it does have the upgrade for the Hedgehogs over here. All right, we see is that a fifth? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A fifth base going down right next to all this Therium and Luminite. Personally, I think a scrapyard plus command post is better. Just build the command post orthogonal to the Luminite mine, and then separately build a scrapyard that's right up against the Therium patch. I know it costs a little bit extra Luminite, but having that added efficiency for both resources is worth the cost, in my humble opinion. So now everything slows down a little bit. We see what do the scouts get for tier 3 veterancy? Okay, so their vision is drastically increased. Vet 3 has a total of plus 30% damage and plus what, 60, 72 health. So they're a bit tankier. They do quite a bit more damage, and they can see quite a bit further as well. I wonder if that vision buff applies to their spell as well, or if the spell is just oh, we see helicarriers out now. Or they're full-on bombers. Looks like their bombers are still being built. I don't think we see any bombers yet on the side of... yeah, no helicarriers yet. Oh, we do see the new sensor drone. Now that the satellite dog has been taken out of the game, the sensor drone, I'm going to call it the winner fidget spinner. Now that the fidget spinner drone is out and looking at all the tech, does see that... okay, we do see a high command on both sides, I believe. Yeah, on both sides, but we don't see any tier 3 units yet out on the side of HongKong. HongKong going back over to the Vision Camp, kind of his favorite spot to stage his aggression from. Oh no, but HongKong's going to come over here to a less defended third, I think, to try and take that. I think HongKong understands that there's more Luminite that hasn't been mined yet from this third, so taking care of that means that not only will his opponent have less resources to mine from that one, but also it's like, okay, well, now you've got to spend resources on building a camp that's like actively being used. If you lose that command post, okay, big battle coming on over here. Beautiful connections from that bombing run, but I don't know if they got much. The Sentinel does drop down the bubble to shield the Atlases and the Medtechs. And we're going to see a couple... Oh, these Lancers are going to come forward and take care of the Atlases the best they can, but getting that AoE damage from the Vulcans is pretty rough. We do see Nano Swarms going down on some of these Hedgehogs. Both armies taking quite a few hits, but now it's Thanks that's in the supply lead by about 40, a little bit more than 40 actually. And, oh no, but we do see all these Hornets taking out this command post. Sentinel is a great spellcaster, but not able to do much against so many Hornets. Yeah, I think this command post is just dead. It was mining for so long, though. It definitely got its money's worth. And meanwhile, we see another base being taken. Thanks is putting on a masterclass of how to take bases and keep the mining going. Meanwhile, I think the only mining base for HongKong is this one. Despite that, though, he's floating, actually keeping a little bit of money in the bank just in case you need to rebuild that. Base is pretty wise. This Bruiser doing what it can to. Oh, the Bruiser actually took out a Hornet or two. Okay, so now HongKong is in not as painful a situation. Also mining from this base, as well as getting the passive Luminite from the camp is going to be really nice. We see all these Bobs that we're going to try and build over here, but looks like they got beat to the punch. Okay, now it's Thanks' turn to be on the offensive here. Going over. Oh, wiping out so many Bobs. Not a single one escapes. And it looks like this command post is going to get taken out. Okay, but now the Hornet Swarm is going to come over to the northeast side of the map and look at all these Bobs. Said, you took out a bunch of my Bobs, I'm taking a bunch of yours out. These Bobs definitely can't outrun the Hornets. I think they'd be better served just doing heal hugs until the reinforcing army can show up. Also, I think, yeah, there you go. Put your Hedgehogs right here and have them siege up. Oh, no, he's going to go for a counter-assault. I think he knows that by taking care of this base, like, he can afford to lose a base, but I think he knows that that HongKong can't. So many Bobs. Well, they weren't exactly getting taken care of quickly. Oh, wow. And 4 helicarriers forward now. Yeah, and they do have the stealth bombers, which is going to be very nice. Oh, no, but the Hornet Swarm moving over here to... I'm surprised there's still Luminite on this base, to be honest. A couple of medtechs getting caught out as well. One medtech gets inside of the sentry post, kind of just to protect the medtech more than to actually do any sort of healing. Oh no, these 4 Hornets versus this big Hornet Swarm is not going to end well. That evac needs to get out of there. Okay, we do see a bubble shield go down on this last Hornet, which is on its very last bits of health. So many Hedgehogs. Siege up. They aren't able to get... Alright, they do get 1 Hornet, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Alright, looks like Thanks is slowly bracketing in his opponent here. These Hornets not... Oh, are they going to get the Sentinel? It's got... Okay, it's a Tier 3 Sentinel now. What does it get for Tier 3, actually? Or Tier 3 evac. Sorry, the evac gets move speed. Where's that? What does Veterancy on a Sentinel do, I wonder? It's probably energy regen, but I don't want to... You know what they say about making assumptions. I'm loving the back and forth here. Okay, so we do see these 4 Bobs are going to try and power build, but no, this Vulcan is going to say, stop building. I see what you're trying to do. And now it's going to be one Bob with 10 HP versus 1 sieged up Atlas. Who wins? Oh no, okay, it unsieges. He does see the attack going down. That would have been funny. Alright, a very much needed Nano Swarm goes down on the evac. Evac drops. Okay, so we do see helicarriers finally on the side of Hong Kong here, and I think knowing that the Hornets are around, keeping these sieged up Hedgehogs is going to be super helpful. But oh man. Okay, the repair matic goes down, and we do see a bombing run go down. Did that I didn't see. No, I don't think that Atlas got picked up. So many sieged up Hedgehogs here. Take care of 1, take care of 2 helicarriers. They're just doing so much damage to these helicarriers. The helicarriers need to get out of there. But I think the game just ended. It might. Oh, you know what it might have been? It might have been the seeing that this camp had been retaken, seeing that this camp had been killed. I think that was just Hong Kong GGing at, well, without a GG, exiting the game. Yeah, taking all this fire from all these Hedgehogs. I think these this little squad of Hedgehogs could have taken out these 2 helicarriers, and there could have been a little bit more game. But what a replay! 33 minutes of Vanguard versus Vanguard using pretty much, like, I can't think of a single unit that wasn't used. Exos, we didn't see any Exos, but fantastic game. Thank you so much for this submission. That was an awesome replay.